Good morning. It's our first day in Mishawaka. Beautiful home here. Doug has us in. He's got us in a beautiful, in the downstairs. I just woke up. You know, I mean, such nice people. The boys are great. Charlie, Adam, you guys, come on. Wicked kids. It's just beautiful here. So, we're just going up for some coffee, friends. And we're going to get on these saws, get out to the bush, and see if he needs a hand cutting something or doing something like that.
A little more comfortable now. Yeah. A little more comfy now. I even washed my cotton pants. Okay. Okay, I have my Mishawaka lefty the ranch hand outfit on. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I know you do. Damien. Man, we got some wild subscribers on this channel. Stanfield. Shortcut. It's my new golf sweater. See what I'm saying? Okay, so friends, this is what we've got here. Douglas, good morning everybody. How are we doing? Hogan, did you see these guys this morning? No, he didn't. He doesn't like the camera, Hogan. He told me.
Is there a coffee rig around here?
Oh yeah, it's only right there. Yeah. So, Doug, what did you call this thing?
This is the Phantom 4 Pro.
Where are these cups?
Right beside it, Hogan. Oh, I'm sorry, right up above in the cupboard there.
Look at this, friends. So you're going to see footage that you've never seen before with Hillbilly Buckin, Billy Ray out in Cedar with his GoPros. We're talking Mishawaka
Buckin.
Mishawaka Kakawaka. So Doug's got some pretty neat stuff here, and we're just getting going here. It's our first day, so we're not out of the crack of dawn. Me and Hoagie needed to catch a little bit of Z's. He's putting a coffee on. Buckin's going to throw his boots on. We're coming out here. I am freaking excited, friends. I'm excited to help Doug out. He needed it. The weather's just, it's literally, it is perfect. I'm going to be shedding gear. I'm not joking. I'm out here in my socks. But it is blowing, which can help. No wedges. This is gorgeous. It's beautiful out. It feels like a freaking Chinook blowing through here. Ho, 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 it's nice out, friends. Friends, I got to be honest. This, if you're new here, if you're new on this channel, please go back a year, go back 2 years, go back to the beginning, take a few minutes and check out where this channel's come. Friends, I can't even believe I'm here. My True Blues, I love you people so much. All of you, every single one of you know who you are, and we need to welcome new subscribers like we always do. This is exciting, friends. It's blowing, actually. But Doug's been gracious enough. He saw me on YouTube, and he called me and asked me if I would come down here and hang out with him for a little while and help me build this website. He's doing this out of the goodness of his heart. Friends, I can't believe it. I can't believe what's going on right now in my life. My boy's here with me. I just want to thank everybody that's following along, and friends, it sometimes seems surreal to me. It does. If you knew where I came from, friends, this is like, it's amazing. It's amazing. My wife's at home right now. She's so happy for me and Hogan. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for coming along, everybody. And I'll do my best to get into the comment section. And hey, there's this new thing called I'm all over the place. I want to do a meet and greet, friends, for people in the area. If you're in the area, we're thinking about, one of the fellas on the channel mentioned, in the comments, mentioned about Thursday at some point. He wants to take me and Doug out for dinner. Well, Hogan's here too, so maybe he can pick up some scraps or something off the side of the plate there. I'm just kidding. So anyways, we're thinking about doing, anybody who wants to come and do a little powwow with us, we're thinking probably, you know, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday seems like a fine day. We can get some stuff done here, help Doug out, get this website moving, friends. We got some really interesting merchandise coming out. I'll throw some pictures up and some stuff. Now, friends, there's a new little thing YouTube's put out, and I don't think you get notified for it, but I'm telling you right now, it's on, it's in the community section of your headings. You know, you got about, videos, all that. Well, they've changed the discussion heading, who used it ever, to community, and it's our subscribers. I believe that's what it is. It's our whole community, so it's really cool. So it's the morning, we're first morning here. We're just, it's gorgeous out, and I'm just expressing gratitude right now, friends, for what's going on in my world right now. Me and my boy are just, we're surrealing it right now. It's so cool. So Doug's just loading us up. I'm gonna stick on some boots. He's got some little piece of oak there by the looks of it, holding our power saws in. I don't know where he got that idea from. But we got a little arsenal of power saws here. So it's looking good. Oh, look at those. We like those. We like those. Buckin's gonna put his boots on. We're gonna go. See you on site, friend.
Yeah, the buses back home, they're, anything like that.
I always rode in the little short ones.
So, friends, if you're out and about, hey, this, I don't know if you'll ever watch my channel, buddy, or not, but you're I think it's CT Scapers. Is it CT Scapers, a landscaper guy? And he loves his power saws and his filing. And I've watched him periodically over a period of perhaps 3 years train himself from going from Mr., you know, this guy, Mr. Gadget guy, to freehand filer. And he gave me a shout out the other day on the channel. And if you guys don't, he's a great guy. He is a good guy. I like him, actually. He's humble, and he runs a good channel. It's CT Scapers. I think his name's John. Well, he gave me a shout out the other day on Get the Gullet. So go over and check him out. But friends, rock freehand if you can. Just train yourself to rock freehand. It's just the way to go. Morning. You know, and it gives you that opportunity to customize your cut. Those gauges, they're okay for, I don't know, yeah, they're okay for certain things, I guess, for now and again. But if you're going to be running a power saw for a while, you know, like, get the freehand going, friends. Get a flat file and just rock on. But get a raker gauge. You making a pond?
This is the one here that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So friends, we just, before we get over to the other site there, we just pulled into Doug. Doug acquired this property, and if I'm not mistaken, your mill is here, Doug, or no?
No, it's not on this side.
No. So he's just got a couple of trees. He's in the process of building a barn and stuff like that here, a pole barn. And so he's got a couple of trees here that need to get cut down. So we're just quickly going to stop in. This is where we're going to prep all the saws up and that, and get things ready for the little playing around we're going to be doing. So that's what we'll do. Now this looks like dead trees that was milled. This is beautiful wood. This is amazing. Wow. You know, I'll tell you something, like people that like this is, people love this stuff. This is just milling slabs, friends, at the ends, eh? Isn't that nice, son? This is oak.
Make good firewood.
Good morning. How are we doing, friends? How's everybody today? I'm freaking, me and Hogan are just, we can't believe it here, for starters. The weather's, it's beautiful. Like, I came, you know, to help Doug on a couple of things, and I thought this might be, you know, raining and snowing and whatever. But what we got on this, he actually tracked down a Mac 800 for me, but it's a funny one. It's, I'd rather run it because there's no wraparound bars. I don't understand that. There's no wraparound bars here. I don't understand that. Thank goodness for the Mac. Now, it's a 28-inch bar. It's got original Mac bar on it. It's just deadly. I'm loving it. But first off, she's a little loose. I'm just gonna tighten up the chain tension on her, but I just wanted to see if everything was looking hunky-dory there, and it is. Make sure you don't know if you don't know a saw, like if you like I don't know this saw from Adam, so I just want to make sure we're hooked up, which we are. You don't want it too tight, friends. Don't make them too tight. Something seems a little goofy on this one, actually. Too tight. There we go. That's the one. Look at that. Wow. So tighten her up. There we go, right there. Perfect. That's it. Hold the bar up when you're tightening your lug nuts up. Hold that bar up. This bar looks like it needs a bit of assistance. Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. That's a shame. We'll see how it cuts. It might not cut that good with this bar. I'm gonna file it up. And we're gonna dig into a couple of dead trees for Doug here. Catch you in a minute. How's it going, friends? We're getting this straightened out. A lot of this stuff, it's in pretty rough shape. So I'm a kind of guy that just hops right on top of his saw like this. This is a brand new chain by the looks of it. Son, we bought a flat file. Would you mind grabbing it? It's over there somewhere.
Where is it?
It's either in a bag in the front seat or that last bag we brought in from that store. So we don't have I think we do have a raker gauge too. So we're just getting these saws kind of figured out, friends. We got full house chain on a Mac 800. I was hoping for skip, but it's full, so that'll be fine. Thanks, son. We bought this little kit so that we could have the flat file, not the gauge. So we got the gauge too. What are you gonna do? So I'm just gonna touch this up and get caught in here. That's probably good for now, Sonny. Talk to you guys in a bit. Okay, friends, we got it all filed up. It seems to be running okay. We're gonna give it a run here. Hoagie's gonna run the camera. We're gonna take you along on a little journey. All the power saws down here got no wraparound bar. I can't fall without a wraparound bar. So we got an XP 390 here. We got stills, but yeah. We'll go on the backside of the tree. Where? There's a big wound on the backside of the tree there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this thing's in pretty rough shape. Look at this. He's blowing out too. We're gonna send it up in here. So, thanks Hogan. So friends, this little tree was sound, but it was leaning back. So instead of fighting it or putting it back there, it had a little limb up there that was hooked into it up top. So we just basically cut her up. I stayed with the stump. It was completely rotten on this side. You can see it. There's fiber there and no fiber here. So I didn't worry about so much there. So here's your Holden wood here. She laid out real nice, but it's in rough shape, as you can see. Hey everybody. So we got a little situation here. Doug's putting a structure in. Thanks, boy. Doug's putting a structure and he's already got his pad laid down. And he's got beautiful wood in here, but we got issues. We got, let's see, this one here's leaning like really hard onto the house site. And it wouldn't be such an issue if we didn't have this out the back. Look at it, it's already peeling away, it's rotten. This one's rotten, but it don't matter because it's going back into the creek. But this is not good, friends. It just, you wouldn't build a structure out here and just leave this. But our problem is we've got nice trees in front of it. My inclination is she's rotten a little bit. And we got this huge leader coming off the back and out this way, but we've got beautiful trees on the creek here. So, you know, it's just, this is the way to go. So what our plan is we're gonna try and squeak it as much as we can into here. I don't know if that's gonna hang on that long, but my plan is to get it in here. And this is interesting because I don't really know your guys' wood, so it's a learning experience for me on the fibers here. But you can usually tell by the bark what you're dealing with, and we'll see what happens here. I think this one's pretty rotten, but the plan is you can see it. See that big leader that comes off the left and goes way out there? So that's pulling hard to the creek, like really hard. And I thought about maybe sending this in there, but that'll wipe that tree out and that tree out. So we're trying to salvage trees. That's the plan. Okay, just good. Okay, Doug. The 390 without a wrap. It's pretty rotten down below, so the more you come up, you'll have more fiber there. Usually that's the way it goes as you come up the tree, because if you're rotten on the stump, it cleans up from where we're from. Sometimes it'll clean up within 2 to 3 feet. It's solid. So I'm going to lift my stump up and hope for better fiber. And I'm not going to put a deep undercut in because I want all this wood to hold on as long as possible. So I'm going to keep my undercut nice and narrow, but wide. So that looks completely dead to me. It's just dust. Yeah. It's dead. So who knows what's going to happen?
Where should I stand?
go up too. Okay, it's gonna go. Keep your head up when it goes.
Yeah.
There it goes. That's it. Okay, it's gonna be smooth. Show up the bumps up. Oh yeah! Okay, come and look at this. Now, you can do all the funky undercuts in the world and all the funky things you want to do in the world on your back cuts and your slippity-doo, horchkins and flickin' flockinies. But I'm telling you right now, that tree right there, this is low, that's not good. I should be up another inch or two to meet up like this side. But I got no wraparound bar, so I was struggling to grab it on. I knew that would actually happen. I should have actually taken in thought and brought that up a bit. So that's why that is. But I'm going to tell you something, friends. The way I see it, there's a formula for every tree. I just call it a formula. And this tree's rotten. It's dead. It does have fiber. As you can see, it's got fiber. But there's heart rot in it. I don't know what you guys call it. That's what I call it. But it's oak. It's beautiful wood. Oak, even when it's dead, hangs on. You can see it. But, unless it turns to powder. But I'm telling you, this was a narrow undercut. Maybe not even a, well, it was a quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a quarter. A third would have been too deep. If I had to come my undercut, it wouldn't have had all this wood to hang on the stump. That thing literally creeped right through that crown. That sucker was, friends, that leader, this one, and look at it, friends. It's done for. It's rotten. There's nothing there. That freaking leader was way back in there. And my plan was to save Doug's timber out, save surrounding areas, soft touch in here. So we got real lucky on this, but as you noticed, as I watched it, I stayed with the stump. I let it move and hold and crack and listen, pop an earmuff, really listen to it. You don't need all those crazy, gnarly freaking undercuts and Dutchmans. You know, working Dutchman, I actually, did that little piece of wood come into effect? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Here it is here. I put that little piece of wood in. That might not be it, but you can see where it actually pounded out right there. See that? It was, I think it would have been, yeah, I had a little piece of wood in there, and just to read, there it is. You can see where it hit right there. See it? That line right there.
Yep.
So that helped us kind of squeak that over a little bit. That's all I did, was put a little wedge to redirect the drop. So it was just a slow process. So we done nice on this one, friends. It was a good one. So thanks for hanging around on this. We'll catch you on the next one. Let's go have a look. Okay, friends, before we move on to the next project, I just wanted to talk to you about that high stump. It's a little uncomfortable putting a higher stump in, but there's reason for it. And I think it's one of the main reasons we had this stump hold onto the tree, onto the stump. And this is why, look. So here it is. We're talking a matter of what, 2 feet, Doug?
2 feet.
Yeah, there it is right there. 2 feet. There's the chunk. So if I had to put my undercut down lower, we'd lost all that fiber. And just, you know what I'm saying, friends? So in a tree that you know is rotten on the stump, if you want to get her to hang on, come up. And you got a cleaner log to begin with. So that helped us, friends, you know? Okay, over and out. Okay, friends, here's another scenario. We're really doing low impact here. We're trying to save everything around, all the little stuff, okay? As you can see, we got a pretty bad issue here. So again, I'm gonna throw a high stump in this. It's gonna make a little bit of a difference, not a ton, but we need everything we get because I'm throwing it across the road to save out foliage. And then we're gonna fire up the cat and just push it off the road because we got materials coming in. Doug's got materials coming in. So I'm just gonna high stump this, son, so here we go. There it goes. See that wind?
Yeah.
It's probably gonna break off.
Yeah, start
No wind.
Start wedging it.
No, it's gonna go. It's got wind. There it goes. Not even a barber chair.
Yeah, you're scaring me, bud.
There it goes.
Oh.
Look at it.
Yeah. Jeez.
Pretty rotten.
That was a little sketchy.
Oh yeah. Look at it.
Clean stump.
Here, that's good, bud. Come over here, buddy. Look at that! Why are these little teeny dogs on a big saw like this? Is so just terrible. Hi. What are we doing here? Am I supposed to, do you want me to cut a tree down or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to.
Yeah, he's telling me.
I think this needs dealt with.
You think I got to cut that tree down? Okay, he tells me I got to cut a tree down over here. It's mature. I call them ripe. I call them over mature. They're ripe. So we got to go get her, friends. So I poked through so I could see, so I could line my cuts up. So I poked through kind of on an angle. It wouldn't fit right through the whole tree. Hey everybody. There was somebody asked a question a while ago, and there is a video on my tattoos. I think it was someone asking about the tattoos and what they meant and when they came. Well, the first tattoo I got was this one, and I designed it. And what it is, it was after I got smashed up by that tree. It was shortly after that, actually. I hadn't had a tattoo till I was like 37, or when did I get hit? 36, 7, something like that.
I think so.
Anyway, what it is, friends, and nobody sees it until I explain it to them, because I didn't want to have my kids and my wife's names tattooed all over my body. I did, but I wanted it subliminal. So what it was, it'll actually tie into the story about when I tell you about when I got smashed up in the bush that day, and I was crawling out of the woods. It was scary. But there's a story behind it, and I'll tell you guys about that soon. Actually, I've been wanting to find the right time. But this tattoo, Sonny, come down a bit, is my wife's name is in the bark, and you can just see it there, W-E-N-D-Y, and then Hogan, who's holding the camera, is H-O-G-A-N, and Rita is R-I-T-A, and it's very subliminal, and you can't really see it. But it's in the bark of the tree, and it'll all make sense when I tell you about what happened to me that day in the bush. And this is Tsimshian artwork, and my wife and kids are Tsimshian, First Nations, and that's what this is. This is a guy named Bill Helene, and I've always loved this artwork. It's just the way that eagle's kind of turned back like that and looking back with his eyes. They're mean-looking animals, but I've just always loved this. So that is Tsimshian artwork. And it's the guy who did the work is just he's a really good tattoo artist. You know, he did all the background work. This is all background, and that's from that tattoo artist. But it's just the eagle's mean looking, eh? So that's where that came from. That's my wife's tribe, Tsimshian. That's my tattoos. I hope that helps out. Okay, thanks guys. Talk to you in a bit. Off to the next site. Okay friends, we managed to scrape through with what we had for power saws. It's fine. I mean, I ran them all. The 800 is not it's not like my 800 at home. I have actually that same saw that we have today. I have that saw as well at my house, and it cooks you. This one didn't get hot, which was interesting and good, but it just doesn't have the power. It's sacked. I think what it is it's the high screws turned almost like at a half a turn, which is really lean, and it still doesn't have the scrumptially-dumptially. So anyway, and then we ran the Husky, and it's got the consumption, but it doesn't have the bar they sent with it. Is completely foobarred. You guys know what I talk about when I grind my bars, and it's completely got a ditch right down the rails, and it's got it's awful actually. I'm really surprised they let it go out. Good. I can't even cut anymore. Should I give this guy a little shout out on the YouTube channel or what? So we're gonna go get that straightened out, but we're done here. Doug had a few things he needed to handle with here, so that's done. So we're just gonna go get our get a bar on that chain and get ready for this other little project we're going to. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit. Did you see that one sit back on us there? Big winds. Actually, there was big winds in here. There's one that snapped right in half, and it's pretty interesting. But interesting wood in here, friends. Over and out. Okay, friends, I wanted to turn on the camera because we're driving down this road, a country road, and all of a sudden Doug here, this guy, turns off into a freaking cornfield, and he's driving through a cornfield. So right now we're driving through a cornfield to a patch of timber.
You drove through a cornfield?
I've ran through cornfields and eaten raw corn.
We drive right through them.
Never driven through.
It's easier when they're after they're picked, you know. The combine comes through.
Gotcha. So is that what's happened here?
Yeah.
And this is harvested corn?
Yes.
Yeah. And
if it wasn't, you would be losing
years.
Right. So we're going to a cornfield. We're gonna go check. The oak is here, Doug. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So there's oak,
The stands got oak. There's some maple.
and they look good. They looks good. Bird's nest. He's not gonna be happy with us. Yeah, and now we just came from a still dealership because, friends, I'll tell you about it some other day. We rented a saw, and I got to be honest, friends. Some people aren't meant to be in the service industry. They're just not. And we had a little situation. We were kind, but yeah, the bar was hooped. I showed you on the footage. You guys saw that. It's crazy. Anyway, they didn't want to help us out with the bar, so I think I scared Doug's client away. Let's go walking through the timber. Come on, let's go. You guys come with us. Yeah, I'll see you in there. Like a clear cut.
If he had his way, this whole thing would be gone. We'd just
Clear cut and
keep farming.
stumped.
Keep farming.
Yeah. Yeah. So notice how some of the oaks keep their leaves longer than others?
Yeah.
You notice that? Oh, we got a big snag here we're going to have to get rid of. We can't work around that. We'll have to annihilate that thing right there. Look at that, friends. Just a snag. But she's flat as a pancake in here, friends. This is going to be a freaking nice show. Real nice show. Buckin smiling now. Look at this. This is beautiful. We don't have stands of timber like this where we're at. Like, I mean, just straight up hardwood. So what is this? What is this, hickory? This right here, Doug. What is this?
That is a young shagbark.
Shagbark. Shagbark what?
Hickory.
Shagbark hickory. Is that what that is, friends? Help me out. Come on. This like's look at a chunk of wire in it or something here. See that, friends? Someone's cut that. Or something's happened. So it's quite tall. It's probably 70 foot, 75 foot, maybe 80. Beautiful stand of timber. Oh, look at that. Now, is that a beech? It is a beech, isn't it? Yeah. So we got beech, shagbark, hickory, oak, some maple. Oh yes, I see that. Okay, so that's hickory?
Yeah.
Very interesting. So this is where the fallen is nice because you get to kind of think, and you get to always make yourself a hole. And because a lot of, okay, now look at this hickory. That's gorgeous. Oh yeah, there's another hickory there. It's a nice little stand of timber, friends. Look at this. Oh, there's a nice log. There's a darn nice log. Oh yeah, big oak out in the field. Look at this log right here though. That's a nice straight piece of wood there. That's, we're scratching 90 foot on some of this stuff, friends. 80, 90 foot. This nice timber. Look at this thing. So is that a shagbark hickory? Is that what that is? Friends, help me on this, okay? Like look at this. That is a neat looking tree, and I'll bet you that's hard cutting too. Oh, that's a dandy. That's 100 foot. Not quite.
No.
90. It's tall. That's a tall hardwood tree. I mean, this is all new to me, but what is this, friends? Like what? Son, hold this coffee, please. Like, see, look, friends, it's like, it's really, oh wow, interesting. This is exciting. AJS, Andrew, this stuff's neat. My buddy from England. Hey pal, this is cool. So there's some beech in here. Look at this little beech. This is really, really neat timber. This is gonna be fun for me. A neat experience. I'm excited, friends. There's a dead snag that's got to get cut down. We don't want to work around that. Look at this freaking oak. Now here's the deal on this, okay? That is a beautiful tree. Now you got to ask yourself, Doug, like, yes, it's a big tree and everything, but when you get limbs all on one side of a tree, the whole front side of the tree is compressed. Okay? Like not necessarily in there, but this tree's only going one place. It's going out there.
Yeah.
So we either leave it or, you know, I mean, I can kick it on an angle a little bit.
I'm bringing the machine in.
Yeah, so you want that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're taking that. Okay, so okay, well that's fair enough. That's perfect. Good. I like it. Yeah. And he said you're okay to kind of just fall out into the field a little bit. Okay.
Be a little easier.
Hey Hogan.
Hey.
Good buddy, how you doing? What do you think of this timber, son?
It's gonna be a little bit less of it.
Little different. There's gonna be a little bit less of it, he says. Yes, son, you're correct. And I'll tell you something right now, grabbing that 461 was the best thing we could have done, friends. It's full house, so I'm gonna have to keep the rakers low. Or I mean, like, you know, not low. Don't be working them too hard. There's some beech in here. Now that looks like cottonwood.
We'll leave the beach.
Yeah, you don't want the beech, eh?
I think the beach really has any.
What is this?
That's oak.
Are you sure?
Oh, wait a minute.
I think it's cottonwood.
No, that's not oak.
No, I think it's a cottonwood.
You're right.
Because you'll see the leaves here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
There is oak leaves here, but maybe it is oak. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. Yeah, it's cottonwood, I think. Yeah, that looks like a cottonwood tree. Yeah, you usually get them. Yeah. Okay, friends. So that's good enough for vid. We did some cutting today, but we'd finished over at Doug's and we had a bar issue, and we went back to take that bar. They actually rented him a saw. That 390 we were running. They actually rented him a saw with a FUBAR bar. A FUBAR. Okay, I'm not joking, you friends. It literally, you guys watch me dress my bars on the channel, where you grind them and it was awful, friends. Look, I can't even cut anymore. I got it. Well, it's on the video. You'll see it. I bored into a tree about that size right there. There's a gorgeous tree right there.
I believe that's pin oak.
Pin oak.
I believe so.
Is that a pin oak, friends? I want to know this. Doug thinks it is.
It's hard to tell.
Okay, so he thinks this is pin oak. I'd like to know, friends. I honestly don't know. I'm not up on these species. Here's the bark right here. It's a good looking tree. It's got good girth to it. Yeah, and there's the leaf.
I believe it's pin oak.
Yeah, so we're thinking it's pin oak. Do you guys know by the bark? Let me know. You know what I'm saying?